God is the beauty of God. It is the magnificent beauty of God. The entirety of who God really is. And in simple words, we'll say the nature of God and the eternal weight of glory. So the glory is measurable. There are intense glory, there are deeper waters. How can I carry the glory of God? 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 18. For as we behold him, we are being transformed. So it means that every time you come to the Lord, you are to behold is what? To look with focus. As you are looking at him, you are being what? Transformed to look like what? Like him. So you are taking his nature every time you come before him. You take his nature. He said from glory to glory, it is progressive. So it means it's growing by the day. So you have to be consistent in order for the glory to add up. Now if glory is measurable, every time you come, you receive a bit and you go. You come again, you receive a bit. It's adding up. It's adding up. It's adding up. Until it becomes so much. But what if you don't come at all? What if you come once in a while? That means you have no glory. And you want to manifest. Do you manifest when you don't even know how it works? There are dimensions you will get into in the spirit. Deep water that you will behold. And you'll be completely transformed. There are deep waters you will enter in prayer. Your eye will open up. Remember when Jesus was with the disciples, because he had entered into dimensions of the spirit, their eyes were open and they saw that Jesus was having a meeting with Moses, with Elijah. He was having a meeting with the prophets. He said they were discussing about the kingdom. Because of the glory, Peter said, let's not go. Let's just build a house for Moses. Build a house for, let's just all of us just live here. How many of you know that when you are in the intense glory of God, you don't want to leave the presence? But I will be, and we shall walk in. Second Peter, that grace and peace is multiplied through the knowledge of God. So through the intimacy you have with God. I wish we could read the Message version of it. He said, as you begin to have intimacy with God and you begin to know God, then you increase in grace. I don't know why people like shortcuts. They want to collect the grace by sowing seed. See, as you begin to build your intimacy with God, you are increasing in grace. You know why you're increasing, how you're increasing in grace? For every time you come to God, his glory rubs off on you. And you come, you receive his glory. You receive his glory. You receive his nature and you live. Now you are living that place where you left God with his nature on you. You go to meet men, you are smelling like God. You have his fragrance in you. Whatever they will do to God, they will do for you. Because you carry his fragrance. So how did you carry his glory from his presence? Knowledge. Beholding him. Studying the word, looking at it, reading it every day. Because Moses knows God. Because of his intimacy with God, he carries a certain dimension of God's power. And he knows what that power can do. He knows he can alter that cause that Jacob laid upon his son. And he spoke it. And he manifested God's glory by delivering that clan of Reuben. And Reuben, they stopped dying. So if you know God, your family can be saved by your knowledge and intimacy with God. This year, you know those who are going to manifest God's glory? Those who do know their God. So when you, I'll build my relationship with God. I'll build my place with him. Because as you are knowing him deeper, then you become. If you know God, if you build your place with God, grace, you see grace, and people say, oh, grace is human, carry grace. What do you think grace is? Grace is the God in you. The God in you is the grace. there are two levels of anointing. There's anointing that is the God in you, and then the God upon. So the God upon is what I'm operating on now that I'm standing here. So the anointing for this office upon me now. Are you understand what I'm saying? But there's a God in me who never leaves me. And that God in me is not tradable. It's not a shout and a quiet one. It's not for people, it's for me. It's to protect me. It's to keep my relationship with God. That's the anointing within. The God within. You know the job where you can go into deeper waters, and the deeper waters you enter with God, the deeper the glory. And the weightier the glory, the weightier the manifestations. You see manifestations. You're going to pray one prayer. This should be between you and God. Abba, I don't know how it will be, but see this here. I just want to move more. I just want to go deeper with Him. I just want to go deeper with Him. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Are you asking God for grace to keep your loving face ever before my eyes? This is my prayer, oh Jesus. Make it my strong desire that in my secret heart no other love would be, no rival throne so vast, and I serve only. The more of Him you know, the more of Him you manifest. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody bring you down this year. You enter any space, own it, because you know your God. Do your assignment behind the scene. When you show up to take the space. You don't quarrel for space. You own the space and you take over the space. Somebody say, Father, this year I ask for grace for intimacy with you. Grace to know you. Grace to know you in depth. I just want to spend time with you. I just want to tell you my heart. I just want to go deep. Somebody want to go deeper with God. Even if you don't need the manifestations, there are people in your foundation that needs it. Like you, the Bible says your neighbors dwell securely. How marvelous, how wonderful. I want to rededicate my life to Jesus. Come. I want a new level with you. Stand up on your feet.